So the thing about this is it's a presence sensor, and I could stick it on the wall just here. It'll even work out here. I could stick it to the wall and it'll be able to cope with intermittent rain. Like that. It could also go on the wall in here. I'm not sure there's a good place for it, but it might help if you've got a smart bathroom light. So let's roll the credits and avoid getting wet again. So today I'm going to set up and have a go with a Meross thread and matter smart presence sensor. Now they've sent me this for a review. All the reviews they've not said you need to say it's wonderful, but I'll give you the proper review on it. So let's unbox this. As normal, I can't get into a cardboard box. Lots of exciting bits. Oh, come out, wherever you are. Some manuals. Oh, a plectrum so I can play the guitar. I wonder if there's lessons in here. Oh, some Velcro. Oh, a battery. Don't like the look of this. Are those new type batteries? Okay, let's install these things. I'm going to need my phone and I need to install the Meross app, so let's do that. Come on, hurry up and install. What would I like to do? I'd like to install now. Yes. Right, I need to reset this, which is reset, press 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 for luck. Is to get the Home Assistant app and try scanning it. So there's a matter code on the side. So I need to go down into settings. It's a thread. That looks all okay. I need to make sure my thread border router is on. I then need to go into devices and services. Murphy matter. Click add device. No, it's new. Open the camera app. Scan the code. Say I'm ready to set up. Oh, I have to do something first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seems to be connecting. Device is connected. Alright, let's come away from the phone and see what we can see. Okay, it's working. It's got an IP6 address. Link up there to about what IP6 is about. So what do we have? The battery's on 100%. The battery type is BAT. Occupancy 2 has been detected. Occupancy 3 and 4 are clear. Let's just move it out the way. And it's 6 lux. Okay, seems to be there. What I probably need to do is work out how good this really is. So looking on the Home Assistant Matter thing, there's these 3 occupancy things. And I've only had occupancy 2 lighting up, and of course the illuminance, which is quite nice. So I've been trying to figure out how to get 3 and 4, but they're in the app. So let's bring up the app. And in the app, you can do lots of different things. So you can do different detection modes. So you can have radar only. You can have radar with the PIR. You've got different ways of doing it, so you can configure it quite well there. At the same time, you can change the sensitivity, and it shows you what's going on. And I've got dogs walking around out there, so you can see what's happening. The last one is you can do this sensor configuration, which, so sensor 1, you could make, I know you can do this because I did it just now. Okay, sensor 1 is from 0 to 6 meters. Zone 2, we could make really close, up to 1.6 meters. And zone 3, in fact, let's go back there and make it here. So from 4 meters, press save. And then zone 3, if we bring it right down close, why won't it let me do that? Oh, because it's already been detected. Oh, I've got to do it the other way round. So we'll make this really close to, so up to 1.6. Let's make it really close, so there. And then zone 3, we'll make it kind of coming into that last thing. So I've got zone 1, 2 and 3. Now what I'm going to have to do is drive dogs out of the kitchen because they're going to keep getting detected by the sensor. But we're all set up now, and as you can see on the screen, it's detected an occupancy or a dog wandering about in the kitchen. Okay, so it's got multiple distances, and the dog has just walked by again and come to see me and licked my legs. Okay, so it'll do kind of clever stuff like that. So what's good about this? Well, it's a nice sturdy little box. It works from Matter, and as you saw, you've got Matter set up, it just worked. It's got PIR, so infrared, as well as presence detection. So those are the standard things that you kind of think that a sensor should have. The good thing I think about it is it's IP67. So anybody that doesn't know, that means it's waterproof up to a meter for a certain length of time. I wouldn't recommend putting it underwater the whole time, but you can put it in the bathroom. No electrics required. You can put it outside. more about that in a minute. It works okay. The distances seem to work. I've done a few little tests. So that's the good thing about it. It's got a very big battery. It's a nice device. Okay, the bad. I haven't found anything particularly annoying about it. It works on matter. So if you've got matter problems, it ain't going to work. Matter and thread problems, it's not going to work. It's a bit fiddly on the setup. You've got to do it within the Meross app on your phone. It's a little bit of a pain, but it still works. Setting the distances and stuff. Oh, I've just found another good thing. It's got the ability that you can stick it on at different angles and different stuff like that. So that's an extra good. I quite like it. Like I said, I'm going to come and use it for something else. I've been doing a video series, link up there, about a dashboard, and I've been having horrendous trouble with my Ring camera and trying to get it to sense things. So what I really need is a sensor that works outside. Ta-da! And I've also heard lots of people kind of want outside lights to work, and I think this would be great for that. It's going to be a little bit of pain. You have to judge the sensitivity because it's going to move to leaves and stuff, but that's the same for all sensors. Okay, the last thing I'm going to say is the ugly, which is the battery again. It's a bit of an odd battery. You're not likely to have one of these in your drawer. It's not AA's or something like that, but supposedly it will last longer. I think it's a stack of 3-volt batteries. So that's it. I'm going to refer to this in the future when we do the camera for my dashboard. So that's set up. I quite like it. Meross have sent me a discount code, which if you look in the description, you can get, I think it's 10% off, which is quite good. It's not that expensive for a sensor. I think it's £25 minus 10% is going to be £22.50, which is quite good for a PIR and a presence sensor. So have a go. Right, that's it for this week. If you could like and subscribe, that would be great. And I'll see you on the next one. Unless you want to watch this one or this one. See you on the next one.